everyone is doing well. I have another journal to share with you. This one is, again, I printed a mosaic of vintage musicians on cardstock and lined it with some fabric and sewed around the edges for the cover. I have a headband closure with some flowers and gemstone, a little bit of lace. It has one sewn in signature, and it's about a 6 by 9 inch size. Has some lace on the edges of the covers. Will go inside. Has a fabric pocket, large journal card. This is the fabric that's on the inside cover. Tag goes in the pocket. There's some tuck spot. This is some vintage musicians, and this is just some journal pages. The little booklet has a little embellishment on it. There's some stamping on it. These are some designer papers. All the pages are aged to look vintage. This is a pocket with a tuck spot with a bird. This is another journal page with some lace and embellishments on it. Tucks in there. This is just some journal cards that are paper clipped together. Slides in there. Some images printed on the page. It says Fairy Dreamer. Some more journal pages. More designer paper. And here's another journal spot with a little circle embellishment. I have some circle seals, Christmas seals on my Etsy store. It's a printable vintage Christmas seals, it's called. That kind of came from there. This is another printed on image on a journal page, kind of accordion folded, sewn around the edges. Slides underneath this little tuck spots and lace on the corners there. Image kind of matches that. This is a pharmacy bag. Coffee stained it. Has a large journal page inside and some paper, some gauze, and another one of the seals that's glued on there. Just while when it slips in the bag, then the little angel playing the violin peeks out. This is another little journal card in this tuck spot, some stamping on the bag. Kind of has accordion, so you can stick a lot in there. There's another pocket, another journal card with some lacy fabric and trims on it to give it a vintage look. Slides. And this can be a pocket too under this fabric. So that slides back under there. This is a tracing paper pocket. Some embellishment. It's folded over, stamped on. Has a journal page with a tuck spot in it for tucking some of your photos away. This is kind of a little crinkled up page. I did some fabric patches on it. Another piece of cheesecloth, I guess you call it, some lace, and another one of my printed seals on there. That's just a bird seal I think I made. This was a page that came out of an altered book that I had done, and the altered book got a little too thick, so I had to remove some of the pages, so I ended up putting some of those in here as a tag underneath this image on the page, and there's a pocket with a large tag in there, and then there's a image on this side makes another pocket. It says simple words and embellishments on there. This is just a printed page for journaling. Tuck spot, another journal card, and some embellished fabric on the edge there. Gesso on this page here for writing. Lace on the edge. It's another vintage violin journal card. It's an old paper towel and another designer paper tuck spot up here. It's a little paper clip embellishment that goes on this page on the bottom. Kind of holds the card in. This is just some tissue paper that's decoupaged on the old book page. Has some trim on the edge here. And then this is I have some of these little vintage pockets on my Etsy store too. And this one just flips down for journaling space on the bottom. And then when the paper clip is on there, it kind of created a pocket for this large journal card with some other little embellishments on that from the Christmas seals printout. And there's just a couple of journal tags and tickets go in there, and then the paper clip goes back on. This is just a lined paper that's crinkled and aged as one of the oval images with some cheesecloths underneath and some printing on the corners and little embellishments. And this is your signature tied and sewn in the middle. This is one of my Just tags that's also printable on in my Etsy store, and it's an old book page, more decoupage tissue paper, journal card, tuck spot. There's a tuck spot on this little book page too, and this has just a little booklet of coffee-dyed journal pages. Again, the violin cover, man on the cover, some embellishments up here, little tab, another dress embellished, some more tissue paper on the book page. It's a printed bird cage. This is another one of the pages from the old that I removed out of the altered book I did. It has a tag in this pocket, little tag in this tuck spot down here, another tag, large tag in between page pocket, and then this another little pocket underneath this image. This page is a paper clipped on another vintage sheet, and this is another cheesecloth and a little rose decoupaged on there. It's another paper clip with a journal card, the violin player. This is the other half of the tracing paper, and then there is a large journal page that slides in there. And this was packaging I got around one of the paper packs I bought from Hobby Lobby, so just folded it, stamped it, inked it. Simple words and a little embellished homemade flower on there, and that just kind of hangs on that pocket. It's another little harp player with some fabric rose on it. She tucks under this tuck spot. Some lace on the side, another tag with some embellishments on top. And butterflies printed on. Another journal card, and another embellished tuck spot. Journal card. And a couple more printed pages for journaling. This is another one of the booklets with the man with the violin. Tucks under this wraparound page, another tag. And this too is another large group of journal pages for journal writing. It's got, the corners are stamped. Just slides into this lace pocket. This is the back cover. And that's the back. There's a little bit of lace and some little doily embellishments on it. And then your headband closure just slides back on. Kind of sits in between your tabs on your side. And that is my vintage violin musician's journal, and I'll be in my Etsy store, so you can go over and check it out. And I want to thank everyone for being a subscriber to my YouTube channel, and I really appreciate everybody visiting my Etsy store and leaving comments, and I really enjoy reading them, and I'm happy to hear from you. So I thank you.